Here's the big one. Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben. But what do you think the Steelers should be looking for? And is there a name you particularly like before I tell you who I have written?
I'm going to quote something I heard you say last night, and that is they really do need the defensive mindset kind of a guy. You don't want to try to change cultures. For instance, even though I know you're kind of okay with Mike McDaniel in general, you would never want to hire McDaniel in Pittsburgh. It's a complete culture clash, right?
Not
That
work at
just
all.
would never ever go. So you got to stick culture here. It's worked, and you got to stick that.
That defense has too much money tied into it. I think, especially for now I would, if Joe Brady wanted to come, he's on my list. I would take Joe Brady. But I've been looking at Chris Shula this whole time, and he's the guy that as soon as Tomlin announcement came in, Twitter is just like silently the Steelers have been keeping eyes on Chris Shula this whole time. Tomlin and McVay have a great relationship, so I'm sure there's something there. I've been tying Shula to Raheem Morris because Shula worked under Raheem Morris. Has a great relationship with Tomlin, so I'm sure there's a tie there between those guys. They've only brought in like five or six or made six, five or six interview requests, and Shula is one, and Shieldhouse is another one. Now he's
Wow.
this guy with the Rams, their passing game coordinator, 35 or whatever he is. He's this guy that's like, is this the silent, like nobody knows this guy next dude kind of deal? I don't think he's going to be a head coach, but if the Steelers brought him in and at least have met him already, and he's worked with Shula and he knows Shula and those guys are young, does he bring him as the OC? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I've got to apologize because Peter Schrager was the first to tweet this. And I thought this was McVay Cope. I thought this was Mick because they're buddies. So I thought this was McVay being like, hey, everyone's talking about Shula and LaFleur. Can you throw some love to my guy Shieldhouse? And he feels a little bad. Can you like make him feel good? And Peter Schrager's like, yeah, man, I got you. And so he was like, keep an eye on Shieldhouse and blah, blah, blah. But he's getting interviews, and the Steelers are actually talking to him, so that means something. Anyways, so Shula, Shieldhouse, and Morris to Pittsburgh.